Hey, it's Roxy of Inroxicated, and I am trying to decide if it is time for a new journal because we're almost a quarter of the way through the year. And over the past couple years, I have been journaling at a pace of about 3 months per journal. So it does bring up the question of, is it time for a new journal? But in the journal that I've been using so far this year, I still have a chunk of pages. I have actually like about 40 pages left. So then the question is that enough to make it through the month of April and just keep using the pages that I have? So I'm considering a couple different things when making this decision. One is, as I mentioned, the pace that I was journaling at last year. That is a great thing for me to know, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what I'm doing this year. Some of the practices of how I'm using my journal have shifted a little bit. Not thinking about last year's metrics or numbers, but this year I counted how many pages did I use. And in my journal, it's super nice. They have pre-numbered pages, which makes it really easy to figure out without just sitting and counting. So I looked at how many pages I've used for the first 2 months of the year, and it's about 40 pages. Next, I looked at this past month, how many pages per week have I been using? And that's about 10 to 14. So looking at these numbers and having 40 pages left, it is possible that I could make it all the way through April. But on the other hand, I've also had the experience of starting a month in one journal, then having to switch to a new journal partway through because I ran out of space. And it is a bit of a hassle having to either reference two different journals or figure out how to get the information from one journal to the other one, either redoing trackers or photocopying them, transferring the information in some sort of way. So that's part of what makes me hesitate to just go ahead and try to power through on this one. The last thing that I'm gonna think about is just the feeling. I've definitely had some journals in the past where there are some pages left at the end, but it is a new season or a new month, and I am like, yes, it is time for a new journal. This journal has served its purpose. We're ready to move on. And I think there have been times where I feel attached to a journal or I'm not done and I just want to keep going through. And I'm not sure if that might be the case with this one, but I want to hear from you. How do you decide when it's time for a new journal? Are you someone that goes by the season or by the year? Are you someone who just bases it on the feeling? Or if you find a cute new journal in a store, is that enough to make you start a new journal? Let me know what you think.